Hi, so in this video I'm going to show you how to perform factorization using the cross method. Alright, so what is the cross method? Alright, so first and foremost we are trying to factorize a quadratic expression. So a quadratic expression is one where the highest power of x is a square followed by, in this case we have a coefficient of x which is minus 7, alright, and then we have a constant. Alright, so this is a quadratic expression. Now how do we do the cross method? Alright, so we first draw the cross, alright, and we draw two lines here. So the first column, so we divide it into three columns, okay, the first column, second column, and third column. The first column is for x squared. So what do we want? We want to get 4x squared here. The second column is actually for the constant. So I want to get a plus 3 over here. And the last column is actually for the negative 7x. Okay. So what do we want to do now is to put in factors of these three numbers that will give us the respective values. Okay, so what do I mean? For example, here I want 4x squared for the first column. Now how can I get 4x squared? Alright, so to get 4x squared, basically there are two options, 4x and multiply by x, or 2x multiplied by 2x. Alright, now for 3, what are the options? For 3, there's only one option, okay, either 3 times 1 or 1 times 3. Okay, so of course here, coming back here, we also have x times 4x. Alright, now of course, why we have to write all these options is because we need to explore how they will come together in order to create the final column, which is negative 7x. Okay, so in some cases it can be a bit obvious, alright, and in others you may need to trial and error, alright, to get the correct answer. Alright, so let's try this. Alright, so let's assume that I put first as 2x and 2x. Alright, so for the first column I satisfy 4x squared. Alright, now for the next column here, which is plus 3, I can have 3 and 1 or 1 and 3. Alright, now in either case, when I cross multiply, so the x here is to say that we are doing this cross multiplication. So here we go this direction across, and this 2x goes this direction across. So when 2x multiplies by 3, I get 6x. 2x multiplied by 1, I will get 2x. Alright, so you can see that in this case, okay, so again these are both plus and plus, so there is no way I can get a negative 7x here. Correct, because it's plus 6 and plus 2. Even if I put minus and minus, I will still get minus 6x and minus 2x, which will be minus 8x. Alright, okay, so let me show you. If I were to change this, okay, if I were to change this to minus and minus, I will still get plus 3 here, which is correct. So I'll get minus 6x and minus 2x. Okay, so you can see that this sort of doesn't work out. Alright, so the next thing is to try something else. Okay, try one of the other options. Okay, okay, so let me erase all of this first. Okay, and then we will try some other combination. Alright, so let's try 4x and x. So we know 4x times x will give me 4x squared. Now 3 and 1. Okay, so again we can have 3 times 1 or 1 times 3. So let's try 1 and 3. Okay, so plus 1 and plus 3. So what do I have? 4x times 3, I will get plus 12x. x times plus 1 will get plus x, so I'll get plus 13x. Alright, so not exactly again leading up to negative 7. So let's try again. Okay, let's change things up and try. Okay, again, like I said, after a while, a few questions, you may sort of get the hang of it and sort of figure out, just by looking at the numbers, how to place them. But I'm just trying to show you the whole process. All right. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 and 1 here. All right. So 4x times 1 will give me 4x. X times 3 will give me 3x. All right. But what I want here is negative 7x. So in order to get negative 7x, both here must be minus, which means that I need to put a minus here and a minus here, because minus 3 times minus 1 will give me plus 3. Alright, so now you can see that I sort of fulfill all the requirements in this factorization. So the final answer, the two factors are this number, this combination, and this. Okay, so let me write it here. So the final answer for this would be 4x minus 3 multiplied by x minus 1. Okay, and if you expand this, you will come back to this expression over here. Alright, so that's how you perform factorization using the cross method. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.